2-on-2. Ready? Hey!
Welcome to the Football Frame of Mind weekly show, man. It's been a wild weekend with NFL and college football action going on. We got a lot of crazy stuff to talk about, but before we go any further, we want to welcome our buddy, Mr. Terry. Terrible Terry, what is going on, man? How's it going?
Good, man. Glad to be here tonight. I enjoy you guys' show very much, and I was like, oh, let me see if they'll honor me and let me other way around. I'm honored to be here.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure, man. We always it's cool having a third perspective because sometimes we need somebody to help, not necessarily just break the ice, but a cool mediator too, to have like a different perspective because we talk to each other every day anyway.
Yeah,
so it's cool to have that third perspective that we don't normally have in the fold. So
yeah,
but before you guys go any further though, if you guys like college football and NFL action, make sure to like, follow, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, hit that bell notification so every time we go live like this or drop any kind of content, you'll be the first one to get it, as well as following this live show tonight. If you guys like our interview time series on the 14th of this month, this Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to be doing an interview with Terrebonne High School football coach Tyler Lewis. You don't want to miss out. It'll be the third installment. We interviewed Matt Moscona of ESPN Baton Rouge. We interviewed Todd McClure, former Atlanta Falcons offensive lineman, and now we're going to interview high school football head coach from our former alma mater. So it's going to be really cool. So you guys do not want to miss it.
It's gonna be lit. Not like my camera.
It's okay. So Eagles fans apparently got see that smooth saying, "Let's go, Eagles fans." Needed this humbling. Genuinely, F Eagles fans with all of my heart. I don't know where the Eagles hostility is coming from, but I guess because his line didn't make the playoffs.
I'm not sure either. Like, why are you so mad?
I saw a post to where they were hoping, like, say Christian McCaffrey would get like seriously injured or even die in the field, and like that. Some of their fans, I know they don't represent all their fans, but I know there's a very good majority that probably feel that way. Like
Eagles fans are probably in the upper echelon of fans that just give no fucks at all.
Yeah,
like they're like the most savage fan base in the NFL. I think so. Man, it feels like damn near everybody's freaking team missed the freaking playoffs, huh? Baltimore missed the playoffs. Tampa missed the playoffs. The
Don't remind me.
Playoffs. Who else? The Titans missed the playoffs. The Giants missed the playoffs. I think I got the.
Feel like he attacking us, Cam.
I think I have the only team that's in the playoffs.
He's also the only team that actually rebuilt correctly.
Yeah, it's a 3-3 game right now. 3:23 left in the first half. Tie game.
Man, definitely got some. You can join us. Go Chargers.
Yeah, that's
Chargers.
That's what it feels like.
That's ask Cam. That's not the real Chargers. They ain't been the real Chargers in like 6 years, bro. That's a fake team. That's not the real Chargers. They left the Chargers in San Diego. They're not the Superchargers. I do like Justin Herbert though, but no, they got to take an L tonight because I want Buffalo again. I'm trying to freaking beat the brakes off the Bills. I hate the Bills, bro. Cam don't like the Bills either.
No, I don't like the Bills, bro. Not at all. Like, I'm sorry
for the Jags on that one.
Man, we're gonna get into it, but wow. What
my cousin who's a Bills fan, though, he was actually at the game in Jacksonville. He flew from New York to go see them.
Fuck the Bills, bro.
So
anybody that can go to 4 straight Super Bowls and lose all 4, bro, they deserve all the hate, bro.
All the hate you can get, bro.
I wonder if Norwood would have kicked that and made the field goal, if that would have been the start of them actually winning.
Had they won that first one, because the first one's the only one I feel like that they had a legit shot.
It was. They got destroyed in the next 3.
They did. You gotta love consistency, but had they won that game, like, and that's the thing with the NFL was like, man, like a big win can really change the trajectory of everything. Like we talk about Dan Marino all the time. Dan Marino made it to the Super Bowl in year 2 and just happened to run into the 49ers. Like had they ran into somebody else, they probably would have won. And who's to say what would have happened
now? To be honest with you.
What's that?
Like they went that was Bill Walsh's best team.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were like 14-2 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
They were really good. So had they ran into anybody else in the NFC, who's to say Marino doesn't go on a legendary run after that? You just never know. Who's your most hated team, Terry? Is it someone in the South?
Let's see. Since the division split, honestly, I hate all the other teams but the Bucs equally.
So you hate the Saints, the Falcons, and the Panthers all equally?
All equally.
But if you had to have one out of the entire league, you're like, dude, I cannot stand them.
I'd still say the Cowboys.
You should have seen Cam's Cowboys turtleneck. He can't find it, though.
Yeah, bro.
He said every time they'd win, he'd have to wear it. And I'm like, you couldn't pay me to do it, bro.
They didn't win much, so I didn't have to wear it.
He had to wear it too many times.
Now, if it was the late 90s, I would hate the Eagles because with the Bucs and Eagles always clashing in the playoffs, or we always played in Philly, we could never get over that hump until like 2002.
Yeah, when y'all went on that run.
Yeah, that for their first ring.
If I had to say a team that like I hated outside of division, that's hard. That's really hard. Like hate is a strong word, but like I'd probably say Dallas. It's like get out.
I hated the Peyton.
You know what? I figured you would have said the Colts when Peyton was there.
Those were good games, bro. I didn't like. I hated the Colts, but like it was cool because like, come on, bro, you freaking like at the freaking duel of the fates every time we freaking line up with them. Like, but we beat Peyton and them most of the time.
Yeah,
he didn't get the best of us too many times, but he did get the best of us in Denver.
I'm sure there was some hatred for the Steelers too at that time.
Cam hates the Steelers.
No,
he loves the Browns though.
We are the Browns. What are you talking about?
The original Browns.
Yeah, we are the Browns. I can't hate them too much.
I don't think you want to identify as them.
No. I'm glad we got a new name.
What about the Bengals?
I don't think
I'm actually indifferent on the Bengals, though. I'm indifferent.
I was gonna say he
like
don't hate them.
Not much.
I hate the freaking ownership. The freaking
ownership
they
is
cheap
horrible.
As hell. They shop in straight dollar store every time. At least on defense.
Not the dollar store.
$1.25 tree. That's what they do with their defense. They go like to the bougie stores for the offense, but defense gets dollar store. Horrible. Just draft correctly. That's all you got to do. But they can't do that. You can't draft correctly. The only freaking guys you hit on in the draft are the 3 guys you paid.
Yeah, and that's one of them things that I don't really understand. Like, why would you commit that much money to, 3 guys?
But it's crazy, Cam. You remember that 2021 draft? Cincinnati had a chance to draft Penei Sewell too, but they chose to draft Chase instead.
I thought that's who they were gonna get, honestly,
because of how many times he got hit in his rookie year and he got injured. Everybody thought they were going to take Penei Sewell. It seemed like the right pick. And when they took Chase, I'm like, well, I get it. I mean, I get why. And Burrow was probably like, yeah, you're going to take my college teammate. Like, yeah, I'll take that.
I mean, at that time, it seemed like their offensive line was good enough.
It was odd.
But
they were still young enough on defense. Like they still had some dogs. They still had Jesse Bates and them back there, and then that's free agent
to address this draft and free agency. Just like go nothing but defense the whole time.
I don't think they have the cap space. Like I think me and Cam talked about this, like because of how strapped they are for cash and the cap. Like they have to draft damn near everything defense, and you got to hit. Like you drafted Shamar Stewart, and he took forever to sign his contract, and he didn't do nothing. You signed Hendrickson to like a 1-year deal. Now he's gonna walk. Now you're gonna lose a lot of production.
Good, I want.
And you traded your freaking. They traded Logan Wilson was like their leading tackler at linebacker, so it ain't looking too hot.
Yeah, and Shamar Stewart ain't really did shit either.
I wouldn't have taken I liked his combine, but I wouldn't have drafted him if I were them. I know hindsight's 2020, but I don't think I was expecting them to take him there.
Well, all right. So my thing is his combine was crazy, but you combine things with not giving him the contract he wanted, man. Like it's not that hard. Just give him the contract he wants. He probably wanted more incentives than salary because the salary is already baked into the system, right?
It wasn't even nothing about the money though. It was the wording.
That's what I'm saying. So just give him the wording he wants, so you can use him because you're gonna need that pass rush. You're gonna need it.
Looks like you're trying to get it set up on your end.
Yeah, I'm trying to, man.
Well, your camera set up. I see that.
Well, yeah, but not on the format I want. I want it to be on my PC. I don't want it to be on my laptop. But I'm trying to do it on my laptop because my fucking PC's acting stupid right now.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I'm looking for my Wi-Fi, right? And it's not on there.
Oop, forgot to pay that bill.
Nah, bro. I just did.
The hotspot.
Oh no. You remember last time we tried to do the hotspot? You remember last time we tried to do that
I
hot
remember.
spot? That shit was
Yeah,
terrible.
I remember you trying to do a. I remember you trying to do a show on a train too.
Yeah, with the hot
We did
spot.
like a whole draft show from Hotspot on a train.
Man, that shit was terrible. I was like, yo, what the hell is this?
I just do it like my
Got
wife
dude
would
leaning
do.
back in the seat, right?
She would plug in the laptop into the computer tower so it would come up on the bigger monitor.
If it works, it works.
God damn.
I'm glad she's Asian. I would never been able to figure that out.
Oopsie. At least you're being honest.
No,
hey man, shit like that happens, man. So I'm trying to get this shit together, y'all, man. But fuck it, let's just talk about fucking sports, man. Shit.
We can talk about let's touch base. Let me see. Let's touch base on those two college games to start, because that's what we usually start off with college. So you had Oregon and Indiana, and you had Miami, Ole Miss. Miami, Ole Miss may have been one of the games of the year, to be honest with you. Game went down to the freaking wire, back and forth, and Miami finds the way to get the W in the end.
Yeah, man. Like, they do their thing. They did their thing, man. I did not expect them to win that one, man. I feel like Ole Miss just had a lot of momentum.
Yeah, but I felt like those guys not being in the building, I think we said this last week, is that everybody, a lot of this offensive staff, I think the only one who was left was Weiss, and he's the offensive coordinator. I feel like that makes a big difference in how you prepare and how your players are ready for that game. And I feel like that and they played really good. But Carson Beck didn't play like crap. He actually freaking played good. He's been hella inconsistent.
And to be honest, he didn't play bad all playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. He kind of flipped that switch.
So hopefully he can keep that going, because they gonna need it.
Yeah, you're gonna need it this week.
Yeah, because
I know their one big advantage is that the game's in Miami.
Yeah, it's a home game, and I do. And Cam talked about this a couple times over the last month or so. Miami's pass rush, I want to see, can they disrupt the pocket for Indiana? Because I feel like, man, Indiana's offensive line's held. They haven't given up a whole lot of pressure. He's been able to make really nice throws. Nothing crazy. Like, still not good enough for him to warrant a number one pick, but they're going to probably take him number one. But I want to see if they're going to be able to contain Bain and I forget his other name. If they can protect him from them, they'll win. But
yeah, and they'll win big too.
They will. But I think Miami's got an interesting situation they're in, to say the least.
Yeah, because you gotta think, Mendoza, he ain't really been, like, he's been sacked or whatever. But if you look at how they've won all season long,
clean pocket.
Yeah, he's in. What's crazy is every playoff game, right? He sat there and had like 80% completion percentage. He's literally been just surgically killing people all playoffs. Like, and I'm like, damn, ain't nobody gonna do it. Ain't nobody gonna hit him or anything, right? And
he's not beating them deep either.
No, that's the thing.
Those passes are like 20 yards or less.
Yeah, he's had multiple games of like 15 of 17 for like 170 yards and 5 touchdowns. Like,
well, they're comparing, and we'll get into that Indiana game. They're comparing his performances with, like, it's kind of an unfair comparison, but they're showing, like, they showed his comparison for his Oregon game, which he played really good. And then you look at Joe Burrow's game where they played Oklahoma, and he absolutely decimated them. Like, threw like 500 yards and like 6 touchdowns. I'm like, dude, it's not even a comparison.
No, that's not even close. Because you didn't have the best defense. So
yeah, we were average. We were average, above average on defense.
So you kind of had to throw for 500 yards because if you didn't, you're in a dogfight that you might not want to be in, right? So that's my whole thing.
But Indiana, belt to ass on Oregon. Like, what happened in the first half? Dude, pick six from jump. First play of the game, pick six. I'm flipping back and forth. Next time I see it's like 21-0. And I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck are we watching?
I went up to get a cup of water, right, after that opening kickoff. Cup of water and get some out of the cabinet for the wife. And then I come back, and I hear all this cheering. I'm like, what the hell? I thought they're just getting loud for the snap that's about to happen. And next, I walk around the corner and they score. I'm like, the shit is this? Like already?
But like what killed me was two things that killed me the most is one, I like Dante Moore. I don't feel like he looked that bad this year at all. Thought he showed really good flashes. Dude, he was rattled from jump. Dude, they were so shaky on offense, but give Indiana's defense credit. You see how freaking like they rattled them. Their pursuit of the ball, they were just causing fumbles and picks and pressures. Like they put their foot on the gas from that first freaking play, and they didn't take their foot off the gas after. Like that was insane. And I'm just like, it was like the thing that killed me was Oregon has 55 players that are at least 4 or 5 stars on that entire roster. Indiana has no 5 stars. They have 8 4-star players on that entire team. Make it make sense.
Oregon's probably one of the few schools people will go there not necessarily for the NIL money because of all the cool merchandise you're going to get. Especially being sponsored by Nike. However, when it came to Dante Moore, I was seeing a lot of the Chip Kelly Dante Moore.
Man, he didn't look bad this year. I thought he looked really good.
He did.
And man, Indiana's defense just rattled him from jump. I'm like, bro, like what is going on? It's just like Indiana was everywhere. Like you ever hear the term running around with your hair on fire? Like that was literally all 11 guys on defense. Like that's what happens when you might not have the same talent, but you're just coached to the very best. Like Signetti has done a great job. Like crazy.
And like look at those numbers there. Those aren't bad numbers, even if it's a losing effort from Dante Moore.
Man, it's just, dude, they started out flat as a pancake, bro. Like you cannot come out the pick six. Like, okay, I'll look past that. But you got to answer back with something. You can't just get punched in the freaking mouth and just keep allowing that defense to keep punching you and punching you and punching you because they were out hustling them sideline to sideline the whole game.
Yeah.
It was insane. It was like, man, they take a hit, fumble, balls on the ground, intercepted, balls on the ground. I'm like, bro, like, what are y'all doing? Like, sloppy, just belt to ass, bro. Like, never was a game.
Like, look at the scoreboard here. It's almost like you're playing in dynasty mode and you're only playing the offense.
That's Cam.
I do it too. Because it takes too damn long to play defense too. So I'm like, I'll just play offense. Whatever. I'll let the defense do the thing. That's what this score kind of reminds me of.
Man, just and it's another situation of like look at Mendoza. Like high percentage throws, they're not far downfield, the great solid completion percentage. Throws like 6 touchdowns, but less than 200 yards. Just like he said, that's a perfect example of just surgically just cutting them up with drags, slants, comeback routes, like all that kind of stuff. Like they were just killing them. And that freaking one touchdown he threw over the top.
I will say though, it's really good to see Miami in this game though.
Yeah.
And their secondary is very physical, right? So I think out of all the secondaries they've played in the playoffs so far, this is going to be one of the toughest.
Yeah, I agree. I picked against Indiana. Like, I figured it was going to have to end at some point. And I know we're going to predict that game, but like Indiana's hitting on all cylinders. And they're out, like you said, Miami's secondary is physical. Indiana's physical on both sides of the ball. and they just hustle. Like they out hustle you. They just go, go, go. It's like Energizer
So
Bunny.
is Miami,
like
though.
That's what I'm saying.
So is Miami. They are physical too, man.
It's gonna come down to who wants it more. But I think it's gonna come down to who wants it more and who makes less mistakes. And Mendoza doesn't make many mistakes.
He's very patient. I've noticed, like watching that the Big Ten championship game. There was sometimes like Ohio State was getting him and hitting him, but there's sometimes he'll wait till the last possible second because he's waiting for the play to finally develop, and he'll throw the ball without like any fear. Basically, he's like, you're going to get hit. Well, let me finish this throw and I'll take this hit. It's completing a big play. So like I see he's very patient in the pocket. I don't know if Miami's as physical as Ohio State. I know they beat him, but I know they punched him in the mouth pretty good. So you could see the same thing happening. It might be a closer game than what obviously what this one turned out.
I think it's just going to come down to who ends up wanting it more, to be completely honest with you. Whoever makes the least amount of mistakes and whoever wants it more. I think both teams are disciplined really well, and they've proven the doubters wrong because nobody thought Miami was going to make it this far. Nobody thought like Miami was going to get through A&M, Ohio State, and then them. Like nobody's seen that coming.
Somebody did.
Somebody, yeah, but
he says it all the time to let us know.
Yeah. And then look at Indiana. Like this is improbable. Nobody had either one of these teams even in that conversation. I feel like we didn't have Indiana. I don't think we even had Indiana in the playoff
at the beginning of the year or
in the preseason.
Yeah,
I don't think we had Indiana in the playoff, and I don't think me and Cam. I don't even know if we even picked Miami to win the ACC this year, or even to be in the. I think we might have had them in the playoff, but I know we didn't have them anywhere near the national championship game.
Well,
so
I had Georgia Tech. I got on that train.
Yeah, I think we both picked Georgia Tech to win the ACC. Unfortunately,
and then I was on the Cade Klubnik train, right?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, just looks like the typical Clemson quarterback, right? Athletic, throws off a platform, affects the game with his legs, right? I like the running backs they had. I thought they had really good receivers, and they returned their whole defense, right? So I was thinking like, yo, it's them and everybody else, right? It turns out it was everybody else and not them. So that's how I was feeling about Clemson at the time, right? But as far as Indiana's concerned, didn't have them like, especially.
I don't even know if we thought they were going to run it back. I don't think either one of us thought that.
Because you would think Mendoza's coming from Cal, right? So, yeah, that might be a better quarterback than what they had the year prior. But what else did they add, right? But all those little moves that I guess we weren't paying attention to turned out to be pretty damn good, right? So you just got a team that's really good, that knows how they are. But I want to see somebody upset that balance, right?
Like, see if they can break it up a little bit.
Yeah, make them play a certain way that's not comfortable for them, right? Because they've played the close game, Ohio State, right? And the defense won, right? But throughout the playoffs, offensively, they've just done whatever they wanted to do, right? And it reminds me of that 2019 LSU team, right? Where no matter what the fuck you did defensively, it didn't matter, right? We're going 5 wide, right? Okay, well, that's cool. I'll take one of my receivers and then put Clyde Hilaire out there, right? Then what are you going to do? Okay, you move your linebacker out there.
Can't cover him.
That's perfect. I'll just put Thaddeus Moss where you left from, right? Now what are you going to do? Oh, so you want to play cover 4, right? That's cool. We'll just run comebacks all day, right? That's what Indiana's doing on offense right now. And it's crazy, right? So I just want to see what happens when they get there, right? What you got, Chris?
Didn't Iowa get Indiana out of the comfort zone? Iowa drugged them into the mud and made them grind it out. Can Miami? I don't know, man. I think Iowa crept up on them. I don't think they were expecting that, but I think Indiana has an idea of what they're dealing with. Like, Miami's not creeping up on anybody. They made it this far, and they've proved the doubters wrong. I don't think they're flying under the radar anymore. but you do have to be very mindful of the pass rush. That pass rush, if you don't contain it early, it's the same. It's the same thing we thought was going to happen when Indiana played Alabama. We're like, okay, if Alabama can come out defensively like they need to and like they should, they're going to try to collapse the pocket early. They're going to try to get pressure on him and rattle him early because they figure if we can get to him, rattle him early, it'll throw off their rhythm on offense, and then we can take advantage and score points. That didn't happen. But if anybody's got the best,
don't you say that didn't happen. Don't you say that didn't happen. Because it did. We started off that game with 2 sacks, right?
I'm talking about like sustaining it though. That's what I was saying. I should have
offensively.
But I'm saying,
okay, look. You're an offensive guy, right? So if you're not doing anything on offense, right? And I'm a defensive player. I'm like, damn, we just stopped them for a field goal, right? They rolling, right? It's the second quarter, about to go to the halftime, and we still ain't put up no points. Yeah, bro, I'd be mad too, bro. I'd be mad. And I'm saying, what we doing?
But I'm saying, if anybody has the team to have that formula to like succeed, it's Miami. Because Miami's got a great pass rush, and when their offense is clicking, their offense is really, really good. They can run the ball, and they have plenty of talent at receiver to be able to spread them out. So,
now I think Miami's, like I said, we'll break down the game, but I think their key to success is the fact that what differs between them and Bama is the fact that they could run the ball. Right?
Well, yeah, y'all were too one-dimensional on offense. Y'all couldn't run the ball at all.
Yeah, bro, like it was ugly. I was like, what are we doing? but seriously though, like they run the ball, but they run the ball with intention.
It's downhill. It's just downhill run. Like, they're very aggressive.
Like ain't no pistol formation for real.
Well, you've seen how the prime example. You seen how they busted A&M open? They just ran straight through the gaps. They didn't punch it outside. They're like, nope, I'm running it straight down your freaking throat, like Earl Campbell style. Like, I'm just gonna run it, and you have to stop me,
man. And that's what it is, man. Because I feel like, Indiana does this thing on their defensive line, where they'll just slide off of people. They're like slippery, like a bar of soap almost, right? You'll block them, and then they'll slide off just a little bit, and then get into the gap, right? So my thing when I was watching them play against Alabama, I was like, eventually you gotta slide the wrong way, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you're gonna find the hole eventually, right? Because they're gonna slide the wrong way at some point, right? And just couldn't pick it up, right? What I think Miami does is they get on you and they stay on you, right? So if you slide off a little bit, Fletcher's going to hit that really fast, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that is the difference. Because you need a running back with a change of pace, right? And I don't think we had that against Indiana, and I don't think Oregon had that against Indiana. I think all three of their backs do the same shit. And if you got that same common denominator at running back, you ain't going to do shit. It's the same one. You gotta have. Remember, we talk about this all the time, Brandon. How that Bama team that played against Clemson, right? How they had 3 different kind of running backs. Mm-hmm. You had Kenyon Drake, right? Yeah, right. You had all different kinds of running backs, right? And even the other Saban teams, like you had different kinds, right? Even though you had Eddie Lacy, right? But you still had Yeldon, who was like your agile dude, right? Go back even further, right? You had Ingram, and then you had Trent Bridges.
And then you had Glenn Coffey too back in the day.
Glenn Coffey, right? So they all did different shit. So that's the problem, and I think that's what Miami is going to do when they play this game, right? They got different kinds of running backs, man. Fletcher is downhill, quick twitch, right? Then you got, I think, number 6 is like your bruiser, your goal line guy, right? And then they got a younger dude that they give the ball to as well. And you got to watch out for Tony, right, on the outside. So you got a lot of options to attack their defense, right? Now, they're good. They're good on defense, right? But you're gonna have to establish the run at some point, right? So that's my whole thing.
There you go.
Let me see. All right. So speaking of that game, shit, it might be a quick show, and plus we had those technical difficulties. But nonetheless, what y'all thinking about this game?
What you got, Terry? Let's hear your spiel.
Well, I said it once the playoff format was established, who was going to be in, who's out. The only thing I've been wrong about with Indiana was that they were going to win by one score or less, like 7 points or less. I said they're playing like this is the only chance that they're probably ever going to have in everybody's lifetime for this.
That's
to
a good
happen.
example.
So I said they're going to play like no other, because this might be the only time in school history they might get a natty. However, the thing that impressed me most and shocked the hell out of me is the way they've been blowing out these teams each time, like
dominant.
Alabama and Oregon. I mean, Oregon, I'm not really surprised with that one because Oregon has choked in the past, and I brought up those examples of their 2010 natty against Auburn.
Yep.
Chip Kelly was bad for that, bro. I mean, you understand that.
Yeah.
More than anybody, you understand that.
Yeah. Then they lost when they first started the first year of the college football playoff when it was 4 teams. They lost to Ohio State with Mariota against Ohio State.
Yep.
Yeah.
Last year,
quarterback.
Yeah.
Yep.
Last year they lose against Ohio State. They got spanked in the Rose Bowl. And we see same thing happening in the Indiana's. Oregon has got this big hump they've never been able to even fly over, being a Duck.
And they've had great teams too.
Oh my gosh, you were talking about like those 2010 teams.
Yeah,
when you got guys like Michael James, DeAnthony Thomas, freaking Marcus Mariota, Jeremiah Masoli, Dennis Dixon, Jeremiah Masoli, like.
And don't forget their edge rusher. They had was it Armstead or was that Stanford that had Armstead?
I think that's Stanford.
I know they had some edge rushers that did great in the NFL.
Yeah, Deion something. He went to the Dolphins, and he didn't really do nothing. But he was like supposed to be this generational pass rusher.
And then they had is it Kike Alonso? Wasn't he their linebacker at Oregon?
I don't think Alonso went to Oregon. Maybe you're right, but I don't think he went to Oregon.
Alonso?
Did he go to Oregon, Cam?
Yeah. That's the guy. Okay. That's the guy Chip Kelly traded to get. He traded Shady McCoy to get. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like Miami, even though they had the best record.
I thought that was a good. I thought so, Chris. I thought they were sending a message about that.
So even though they have the best record, I still feel Indiana has the biggest chip on their shoulder because I mean they're always been known for a basketball school. And the way Cignetti turned this program, I mean, he always looks pissed off. So obviously he's got a chip on his shoulder.
Hell yeah.
And even when they're blowing out their opponents, they're showing the camera and their offensive linemen, they're looking like it's a close game. They're still studying film on the iPads and everything. So it's still business until the clocks hit 0 for the fourth quarter. So, I mean, you can't knock on that. That's like nothing but respect for that. So I think Indiana's going to go with that same approach. And now, I'm still sticking with the thing where they still one score or less. I'm picking Indiana to win this one.
Okay. So I'm going to give credit to Miami, first of all. They just seem to put it together over and over because we were so shaky on them. Boy, dog Carson Beck out so bad. Cam dog Carson Beck out. I'm like, man, well, they get it. I'm like, okay. They won't get past A&M. They get past them. They play the second game. I'm like, man, they're starting to get some momentum. And they're starting to figure things out. And he's not making mistakes. Beck's not making a whole lot of mistakes. And I've said it all year, like when Miami is good on offense, Beck isn't making mistakes. And that's a dangerous team to play around with because they have really good talent, especially offensively. The skill positions, fast, strong, really good team. I just need to see if that pass rush is going to do what they got to do. What I love about Indiana, everything like you said, is business as usual. We don't get overhyped. We stay even keel. It's business as usual. We're going to outwork you. We're going to outcoach you. We're going to outplay you. And we're going to out-physical you. If they can out-physical Miami, they win this game. Like if they play with the same energy they've played with this whole postseason, now I don't see this game being a blowout by any means of the imagination. I don't see a 56-22 game here. It could go either way, but I'm gonna go with the consistent team who just seems to be on a mission and just got the great game plan and they're just hitting on all cylinders. I'm gonna go Indiana. I'd probably say Indiana 42, Miami 28.
All right, so I'll be different. All right, I'll be different because everybody picked Indiana, right? So I'll be different.
No, you pick whoever you think gonna win, bro.
So I'm gonna pick I'm gonna pick Miami to get this one, right? And I'm gonna pick them to get it because I think playing at home is a big fucking deal.
That's true.
Right? Now, granted, you're gonna be the road team because you are the team that has
still a home team, still a home game though,
right? But this is the game that separates what used to be Miami and what is Miami right now, right? And both teams have very interesting stories, as Terry said, right? This might be the last time they might be good for a while, right? But this is also the first time Miami's been good this long, right?
This first time they've been this relevant since what, the 2000s?
Yeah. So this is one of those matchups. Yeah, right. So this is one of those games, right? And when I look at Miami's defensive line, right, and Chris brought up a good point here, Ruben Bain, right? There's generational pass rushers, right? Guys that just feel different, right? Mm-hmm. You look at Sue, right, at Nebraska. You look at Von Miller with Texas A&M. Miles Garrett with Texas A&M, right? Guys that feel different. And when you got a guy like that coming off the edge, right, that is like having an off the script quarterback almost, right? Mm-hmm. You always in the backfield. You always fucking shit up. Everything's off schedule all the time because now we have to commit somebody to get him, right? They've tried to chip him. They've tried to double team him. He literally picked the offensive lineman, the running back, and threw him at the quarterback, right? So there is a guy that's going to wreck this game, right? He has to. Because if they don't get that pass rush, Mendoza's going to pick them apart, right? Now, that's just the defensive side. You look at Miami's game plan throughout this whole playoffs. There's one constant in here. They ugly the game up. They ugly it up against A&M. They ugly it up against Ohio State. And Ole Miss was kind of a shootout, but it was ugly still, right? Mm-hmm. They had to fight and claw.
Had to make them work for it.
Yeah, to even get that last shot to win the game, right? So every game that they've played has been ugly. It's been a broken nose type game, right? And when you look at Mario Cristobal, I think that's the mindset they're going into this game, right? We don't want to get in a shootout. We want to get in a bar fight, and we're going to win it up front. And that's where I think it is. I think that's where the key for Miami to win is in the trenches, right? I think they're bigger than Indiana, and I think that starts to weigh on you late, right? Because you'll have to pass a lot. Mendoza's not done it. And if they get down, it might get a little ugly. So I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout either, but I'm picking Miami 28-14. I think they ugly this game up to the point where, for me, it's enjoyable, but for the masses, it might not be enjoyable, right? So I like good defense. I like 7-3. I'm sorry. I love shit like that.
Game of the century.
Yeah, everything, every play matters, right? Every defensive call matters. Every tackle in space matters. Every yard matters. So I like games like that, right? And I think it might fall into that type of thing, right? Because you got to think, Indiana's got all the pressure in this game. They got all the pressure in this game. You're undefeated. You're playing technically on the road again, right? You got the Heisman winner, right? And believe it or not, one thing remains consistent. It's only been a few Heisman winners that actually balled out in the national title game, right? Joe Burrow is one of them, right? Mark Ingram is another one. He played pretty good. Derrick Henry is another one, right? But there's a whole list of guys that haven't, right? Reggie Bush is another one, right? So you got guys like that don't play well in this game, right? But you never know. He could. But I just feel good about Cristobal, and I feel good about the Hurricanes in this one. They got a lot of good going into this game, man.
I think they both have a lot to be confident about. But like, I feel like Indiana feels pressure, but then I don't feel like they feel pressure because it feels like they have been playing with a chip on their shoulder with no pressure, and they just go out and just play their brand of football. They don't overcomplicate things. They keep things simple, and they go out. They say, "There's ball, get ball, punch them in the mouth, be opportunistic, make the most of all your opportunities." And I think that's something that needs to be said.
No,
hey, this is coming from a guy who hasn't picked them at all in the playoffs. I don't think I picked Indiana to win any of their games at all. Just saying.
I think I picked them against Oregon.
I definitely picked Oregon. I picked Oregon to beat them, and then I picked
only because I was like, yo, look what they did to us. I was like, shit. I ain't picking against them, but I'm picking against them this time though, because like I said, I think the game is won and lost in the trenches. And as a Bama fan, as good as we were on defense down the stretch a little bit, I thought our secondary was vastly better than our front guys. Just because, like, dude, you gotta have difference makers, right? Dudes are good, right? We have 5 stars across the board, but that don't make you a difference maker, right? And that's the thing, right? I look back at some of the teams Saban's had. He's always had difference makers at that end position, at that linebacker position, and at that star nickel guy, right? I think of Minkah Fitzpatrick. Think of Eddie Jackson. I think of guys early on like Mark Barron, right? I think of guys like Courtney Upshaw, right? Reuben Foster, Rolando McClain, right? All these guys are difference makers, right? And now we're going into an era where it's just not pretty. We ain't got no difference makers. Nobody. No outside guys on offense. No running backs. None of that. So
everything's just kind of the same across the board.
Yeah. So when we went into that game, man, I tell you, like, I know it's off topic, but I kind of felt it was gonna get ugly, man. And I just picked Bama because that's the team, right? But seeing the difference between Cignetti and DeBoer's demeanor, that told me everything I needed to know. I was like, man, it don't look like it's gonna be pretty.
Cignetti's cutthroat, bro. You ever see his freaking body language? He
wasn't like that at the beginning, at the pregame when they were talking to him. He was calm. He was like,
he knows what.
Like he's almost like he knew the answers to the test, and he's like, it don't even matter what they do, right? But DeBoer was almost looked like, I'm stressed out because I don't know what type of team we're gonna have, right? He was.
I don't think he knew who he was playing either.
I don't think so either, bro. And like, if you're a coach, like, I get it if you fired up, right? Because Cristobal is like that, right? He's fired up about
high energy.
But this was not energy. This was like, yo, I don't even know what the fuck we finna do today.
Cross our fingers and see what happens.
Yeah, bro. And you saw that in that 4th down debacle, right? Where they were calling people in, trying to fake it, not going for it, bringing a kicker in, we're putting Ty Simpson in the slot. Like, yo, we really got to pull like the fumble Ruski to win? Come on, bro. If you got to pull that, you ain't winning. And that's what it felt like. And that's what happened, bro. So I'm not happy. I ain't happy. So when we get in our off-season predictions, Terry, expect me to be very honest about my Alabama Crimson Tide. And I'm not being, ain't no we winning the national title. None of that. I'm
About time.
this shit is ugly. Ugly.
What you was about to say, Terry?
I'll say Cignetti seemed like he got in Alabama's head to make Alabama seem like they forgot that they're Alabama.
He just the way he carries himself, just like Cam says, it's like he already knows. He's like, dude, we prepared for this. We've worked for this. We've got everything put together. Now we're gonna go out and we're gonna execute. No emotion. Just go out and be cutthroat. Punch him in the mouth. Put the nail in the coffin. Call it a day. And that is something that I really respect about him, because he's like, okay, you know what? Everybody counted us out. We got a freaking ass whooped last year. We made it to the playoffs. Everybody said we shouldn't have been there. Hold my beer. Watch this. Because I did not think they were going to answer back this year. I did not have them there. I'm like, yeah, they got Mendoza. Like, just like Cam's like, what did they bring back? Because I felt like that, Curtis Rourke was good for them last year. He's gone. They had a couple really good guys on the defensive line. They were good. I'm like, man, like, what's going to happen? But as the years going on, like, you just see them get better and better and better. But they just continue to find their groove, and they play their brand of ball, and they impose their will however necessary. And I love that. I just love his brand of football.
And you talked about the pressure they were feeling. Like, who's feeling the most? I definitely say Indiana's feeling the most, because when you're undefeated. I mean, Miami, yeah, I'm sure. I know they feel pressure because they haven't, like you said, they haven't been relevant in the national title picture for like early 2000s. But then you go back to Indiana, they haven't won one at all. This could be the first time ever. Like, the way Cignetti's looking on the sidelines, like, he probably haven't talked to his wife and kids since the playoff start. He's like, hey, I'm gonna go rogue for a month. So I need y'all, don't message me.
He going off the grid, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, all I do is win, dude. I'm not getting distracted.
It's like, I'm gonna go to some monk temple and just meditate in silence, so y'all don't text me none of that.
It's the battle of the Saban disciples. We've been talking about this for the last month or so.
But I tell you, dog, like I said, Saban has had some great assistants, man. And I've seen a lot of them come and go, right? I've seen a lot of them go on to do really big things. NFL coaches, winning programs right now, right? But there's a few that you just can't replace. Kirby, Lane Kiffin, Mario Cristobal, and Tosh Lapointe, right? And on the defensive line, what was his name, bro? Y'all had him for a minute. I can't remember his name, but he was at Texas for a minute.
Are you talking about? Yeah, he's not with us no more.
Huh?
He's not with us no more. He's with the Saints. Black guy, I forget his name.
Yeah, Bo Davis. I mean,
yeah. I'm about to say, who are you talking about?
Those assistants are not like the others, right? And when you lose guys like that and you try to bring in somebody else, it's different, man. Like, if you want to know how important Bo Davis was, man, just look at the sack totals from Nick Saban after he left from those teams, right? We're consistently about 50, right? Then it drops to like 30, 20, 30, 20, right? Never got that defensive line back to where it was, right? Kirby leaves. The defense goes through a little bit of change, right? But still okay, right? Lane Kiffin leaves. Offensively, it's not the same. It's not the same at all, right? Now, Lane Kiffin brought us from the past into the modern day offense, right? But you can't predict that genius, right? Right? And Sarkisian was another one, right? But him and Sarkisian are like the same wavelength. They come from that Pete Carroll coaching tree, right? So they're from the same wavelength, right? So, but you can't lose quality assistants, man. I'm telling you, it's just the nature of the beast, right? He's good, so they're gonna want him, right? But that's the nature of the beast, man. And you hate to be losing assistants like that, but hey, they got a career too, man. All right. So we'll get into some NFL stuff, man, right after this commercial break, if that's what you want to do, Brandon.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's roll. Welcome back.
Welcome back, man. Welcome back, man. We've reached the point of this show where we go over this NFL stuff, man. So, like I said, we got a game going right now, but that doesn't stop us. Oh,
we win in 6-3 in the third quarter.
What a dud!
Hey, I don't give a shit. Okay, as long as we win, a dub is a dub. Man. I don't give a shit. Well, dude, you gotta understand. Man. This is year one of rebuild, bro.
It's not year one of a rebuild. Y'all been rebuilding since the last year of Belichick. It's not year one.
It's year one for Vrabel.
That's not even year one for him. He already knew what he was walking into. He played there, bro. Like it doesn't count unless you're a new guy that didn't play there at all, right? No. It's not a year. It's not a rebuild for y'all. Man. Rebuild started when y'all drafted May and Christian Gonzalez, right? That's when the
Gonzo.
So Gerard Mayo, thank him. All right,
Technically, you don't have to thank him for drafting those guys because they were already going to draft them. I mean, they had the third overall pick.
Well,
you can thank Bill Belichick for that.
Man. Somebody had to get a card to the commissioner, bro.
It makes me miss the old. You ever watch like the old NFL drafts, bro? Like from the 80s. Like I was watching the Dan Marino one the other day. I'm like, oh, well, they're taking Dan Marino, and they freaking get the card and they freaking write it on the board and all that. I'm like, that's so freaking cool, bro.
Yeah, and they in the middle of a Sheraton hotel, bro.
And then everybody's just there because, like, you watch the draft now, and I don't want to get too off topic, but you watch the draft now, and everybody's in their own spot. You know, Bill Belichick sitting there with his freaking dog and the freaking in his own. Everybody's everywhere. Back then, it's like everybody's in the same room picking up a phone. Like, how freaking chaotic must that have been?
Yeah, and then you look at the damn who was that? The Jets. They let their time run out.
That shit was so funny.
How cool is that? Like, you got 15 minutes to make a selection that you've technically had like 6 months to make, and you still let your time run out. That's crazy. That's pure Jets for me. Like, that's the perfect thing.
Our resident Jets fan, he's not watching, so.
But the Patriots have always fitted the rules, though, Chris. Like, it's not surprising.
Everybody has to an extent.
Yeah, no. I like the Patriots, bro.
Now, you talk about the old draft, though. You know what I miss even more than that is the old Pro Bowl when they would do it after the Super Bowl in Hawaii.
Man, me and Cam talk about that all the time, bro.
Like all the QB competitions and everything with the moving target. That was
I've been meaning to do some reactions to that. The QB challenges and all that were the best, bro. Like moving targets, like it ain't nothing like it is now. Back then was legit, bro. Seeing the freaking the arm strength. You see Brett Favre throw like 72 plus yards. You're like, wow.
You're like, I didn't know he had it like that. But Leftwich wasn't playing either, bro. Leftwich
he threw
launched
60 plus. He threw like 60
Leftwich
plus.
was killing, dog. So then you got the strong man competition where Larry Allen just gets on there and just, I gotta keep going. Oh, okay, that's 35, 40, 45. And he's like, should I stop? No, keep going. Okay. Like, yo, he was clowning, dog.
You had to do some reaction to that stuff.
Fastest man competition was always fun too. So, like, I don't know, dog. They just
the Pro Bowl actually meant something.
Yeah.
It's too much money, man, within the confines of the players, right? So you playing this game, right? And some players is about to test free agency, right? But that's cool. But that's cool though. Those players can sit out. I ain't even worried about that. They can say, "Oh, I'm not playing," whatever. But let the players that's under contract or somebody that missed the Pro Bowl by maybe a vote or so, they always got replacements.
Let them opt in.
Yeah, like, yo, it's cool. Let them do it. But this whole flag football shit, that's ridiculous, bro.
It ain't been good. It ain't been years since we was kids.
And then Chris Jones didn't make the motherfucking Pro Bowl, and he had 15 and a half sacks this season.
It's always a popularity vote.
I get it, but who's more popular than him? He got
even back then, they didn't have like a serious fan vote. Like I feel like back then they didn't like people got snubbed, but it wasn't nearly as bad. Like now it's a joke.
Yeah, but like even if you didn't make the Pro Bowl, you probably made All Pro, which in the confines
All Pros are hard.
Like in confines of like if we're talking Hall of Fame, All Pros is worth way more than the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, because it's harder to get All Pros.
Yeah, because All Pro, you're a top 10 player. Well, not a top 10, but a top 3 player at your position almost. Mm-hmm. So, like, I mean, I treat it like the NBA sometimes, right? If you're in the All NBA team, you're the 15 best players in the league that year, right? So if you miss that, you're missing out on maybe like $10, $20 million on your next deal if you didn't get it. Mm-hmm. So the same thing for the NFL, right? If you don't get no All Pros, you ain't really got no negotiating power, you know?
Nope.
But if you get that All Pro, man, that changes everything. So speaking of All Pro, man, let's talk about an All Pro performance from the Bears.
The Bears.
Man, I'm telling you. So when you talk about the game slowing down for somebody on the fly, that is Caleb Williams for me. All right. Like the first year, you're trying to figure it out. You got a coach that's on the way out. He's really lame duck situation, if you ask me. And then he gets a guy that really just gives him the keys to the offense, right? Ben Johnson comes in there and he looks like a whole different quarterback, right? The fact that they scored 25 points in the fourth quarter not only shows how important Michael Parsons was, bro, it shows me how important Michael Parsons was, because if you have somebody off the edge that's always in the quarterback's lap, he's not going to be comfortable more times than not, right? But Caleb Williams was comfortable throughout that fourth quarter. Like, I don't think if you're watching that game, you felt it was in doubt that they could come back and win, right? Because he just looked comfortable in whatever he was doing, right? Like I said, they got a lot of they got some yards from Swift, right? And some touchdowns. Loveland was pretty good, right? But I feel like the Packers lost this game when they let A.J. Dillon walk in free agency or got rid of him or whatever, right? I think they lost this type of game because of that, right? Yeah. Josh Jacobs got you 55 yards, right? I know A.J. Dillon was going to get you 55 yards. And if you're you're at halftime, you're up 21-3, right? You're up 21-3. And you telling me that you couldn't salt away this game with an extra running back like that? I think that put them in a situation like this, right? because you could, and with having two running backs that are as physical as those two were, I think you can win this game like that. I don't think you have an issue with drive stalling out or whatever, right? Because the reason why you give up 25 points in the fourth quarter is your defense is tired, right? Your defense is tired, and that's easy pickings for a guy like Caleb Williams who can throw the ball anyway. So
for me, one, the Packers special teams kicked them in the ass all year. McManus is horrible. He's lost them like 3 or 4 games, including this one. Special teams has killed them over the last couple of years too. They get to the playoffs and they always freaking fumble the bag like that. You know something else that's horrible? And people can say whatever they want about LaFleur. The one guy who looked like he was like the freaking firecracker, the fire starter for them. Don't keep giving him the ball, Matthew Golden. Like, what are we doing? Feed that guy. That's your difference maker. When he had the ball in his hands, you seen it was like, wow, that's a spark. That's a spark. Like, that's who they needed to be. Don't get me wrong, Romeo Doubs caught for over 120 yards, but a guy like Matthew Golden, you drafted him for situations like this.
Yeah.
You drafted him for situations to be that deep threat, that difference maker, and you're underutilizing him.
I wanted him to go to the Panthers.
LaFleur is a problem with just winning these playoff games. They just always seem to fumble the bag some kind of way. Like, a lot of it has to do with coaching, and then you have to look at special teams, and then, like how you said, you lose your running back by committee. That, like, even if you lost those guys, you should have brought another guy similar in to have, because they were trying to chew clock, but they weren't able to like hold on to it, and they just kept giving the ball back to the Bears. And the Bears offensively, they get into that fourth quarter and they're in the huddle and they're looking at each other like, we're gonna win this game.
Okay, go to bed.
Like, we're gonna win this game. Like, we know we can come back. Caleb Williams like, all right. blow the fingernail polish off and it's ready to go.
Man,
my shit dry.
Get some that grip.
Fingernail polish or not, bro.
He killed it. Nice. Give Caleb Williams credit, bro.
That dude nice, man. Because me and Brandon went back and forth. He was like, man, I don't really like his attitude. I was like, man, I don't give a shit if his attitude is terrible. You see the way he throw that motherfucking ball?
We both agree. We both didn't like the attitude. We were like, well, he got a hell of an arm, though.
Man, he just flick it easily, like 50 yards. Like, I don't care. If your fingernail painted, cool, man. Do it more often. If it
helps the grip.
360 yards and 2 touchdowns, bro. Do it more often. Matter of fact, get you some Gucci.
He'll put like layers in coats. Mm-hmm. And what that does is make his fingers heavier to grip the ball harder, so you don't fumble it when you get it.
Fingernail polish, stick them.
Hey, whatever, bro. I'm just glad it's working out for the Bears.
We both picked the Bears in this game, and you got to give Ben Johnson credit. What a hell of a year. Even if this be the only game they win in the playoffs, they completely rebuilt the offensive line. They continued to build around Caleb. They continued to build the defense up. And I was saying that the Packers were pretenders all year. They were just up and down. And then you lose Micah, who could have really been a big difference maker in this game.
I agree.
Now you know, it's what it is.
Diggs too, didn't they?
Yeah, he only played like 1 snap.
Yeah.
Trayvon Diggs.
No, Trayvon Diggs?
Yeah, he played 1 snap.
Man, he wasn't going to stop shit no way. Man, shit, they put him out there, saw that one play, like, okay, we really don't need him in. Like, dude,
he was just there to fill a roster spot.
Man, that dude is watched, man. Ever since he tore that ACL, bro, that was it.
He was good before that.
Yeah, he was damn good, man. But he was getting cooked after that, bro. Like, he literally had 11 picks that season. And
you know what Dallas did? They paid him after that first year too.
Yeah, they paid him after that 11 interception season, and for the next 5 years, he only had like 11 interceptions. Like, there you go, man. Like, and then like he was, I was looking at this comedian, right? And the comedian was just cracking jokes, right? And here goes Trayvon Diggs in the middle of a bad season, by the way, worried about what this comedian is saying. I said, you know what? That's why y'all losing. You worried about the wrong shit. If you worried about what somebody else saying and you ain't playing good, where's the problem?
And look at the Bears. 2 penalties for 5 yards. What a clean freaking performance, huh? Won the time possession battle. Decent in the red zone. You converted on 4th down a couple times. And you didn't barely have any penalties. Good game.
I agree, man.
Ooh, 9-3. 9-3.
All right, man. So let's talk about this one. This was good right here, man. This is real good. All right. The Panthers are 1 pass rusher away from winning this game, bro. I think
they scored too damn fast. They blocked that punt. They blocked that punt. It almost makes me think, man, what if they could have just got the punt and just drove down the field and chewed that clock? Because they scored too fast. It's that same Cam. You remember that game? New Orleans played the 49ers like 2011 or 2010, and they freaking get the ball and they get to like the 40, and freaking Graham catches like a 40, 50-yard ball, and he goes to the end zone with like 3 minutes left. I'm like, they left him too much time. And that's exactly what happened here. They scored. I'm like, wow, Carolina takes the lead. And I'm like, well, if Stafford wins this game or he has a last drive performance, he's probably going to lock the MVP up. That's exactly what he did. Killed it.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, when the Rams got Stafford, I was like, he is probably feeling very, very good right now. Because he was getting killed in Detroit. And he's having great seasons, 5,000-yard passing seasons. He was going ham, right? But when he went to the Rams, I was like, he probably feeling real good. Like, okay, let me dust off the howitzer because I'm about to light this shit up. And that's exactly what he's doing. So I like what the Rams are doing. My little brother's the Rams man. So he was really excited. He's like, we won. I was like, yo, early.
Hey, but you know something? Show Bryce Young the respect he deserves. He has arrived. For people who's hating on Bryce Young has arrived.
I like Bryce.
I really like Bryce. I know people have been hating on him, and he had early struggles, but like the way he's played all year and really just trying to put the team on his back offensively and really trying to get the job done, they had a legit shot to win this game. Just left too much time on the clock, you know? Mm-hmm. And I think he is solidified. Like, I'm not saying he's like a top tier guy or nothing. No, he's not. But he's on his way to being something special if they keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, man, I like him, man. I told you, I think that one more maybe not receiver, but I think a tight end away or a pass rusher away on defense. I think that's your key things that you need. I think you need to keep Rico Dowdle, right? You need to keep him. You also need to just add a pass rusher and a tight end, right? One thing that made Cam Newton such a great weapon for Carolina was Greg Olsen, right? He threw him the ball like it was no tomorrow, and Greg made those catches, man. In fact, the one person that caught the winning touchdown in this game was a tight end. So you need that guy to help Bryce to really get him going.
There's talk that Dowdle might hit free agency. Like he might not re-sign.
He should, because he had a good year, right? You got to get that money, right? when you have a good year like that, you got to cash in, right? But I do say that, he had a good year, man. And it's a good year to be a running back, to be honest with you, if you're coming in the draft, right? If I'm Carolina, I make sure I try to get up. I trade up. Let me try to get Jeremiah Love, right? Because I feel like we can win with Jeremiah Love, right? Or stay where you at and try to get Ahmad Hardy or something. You need to get you one of these guys, bro, because they're gonna be really good. You might get the most running backs you've seen in a while in the first round this year. Might be 2 or 3, and usually it's only like 1. So you might get 2 or 3 this year, man. But Terry, what you think, man? You excited about what the Panthers going, or are you worried about the Rams playoffs?
Well, I mean, I hate both teams for very specific reasons. But yeah, I agree with the Panthers. But I think for their difference, if they want to go further, they gotta unless they don't re-sign Dowdle. I would definitely go running back, not necessarily first round, maybe second or so. But I think they need to address the defense, like you said, maybe another edge rusher, or maybe, as crazy as it sounds, find the next Luke Kuechly.
I mean,
for the linebacking core. Because I don't think they really have any linebackers that are a household name.
If they had that guy, they win this game.
Who, Kuechly?
If they had Kuechly, they win this game.
Hell, they would have had Julius Peppers. They would have won the game.
Yeah, bro. I think they gotta find a way to get Jacob Rodriguez, man.
My gosh, that was a great fit.
I like that a lot, man. I like the way he plays. I like the way he plays in coverage, man. He's smart too, so he can communicate the offense and the defense too. So I like that a lot, man. So like I said, a lot of people think Caleb Downs is going to fall. I don't think so.
No,
but
he's top 5.
But you gotta get you a difference maker on that defense at some position, right? You got the corners. That's pretty cool. You got a pretty good safety duo.
Well,
so
you not having a guy like Brian Burns sucks. Like, you need another guy like that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. That's what took me for a loop when they traded him. I was like, yo, if you're rebuilding, that is a big piece that you need. Like, you can rebuild your defense around Burns, right?
I think we pumped the brakes a little bit. Like, I think they're going to be good next year, Chris, but they still have some things that need to, like, don't get me wrong. They showed a lot of promise. Like, winning 6 games showed they're ahead of schedule, but, like, I still need to see more from them. Like, they still have some things they got to fix. And I'm pretty sure Terry doesn't want to hear you say that the Saints are going to win the South.
Because they're not.
No, they got.
I think they'll do better than this year. I think I could see the Falcons finishing last next year.
Depending on who they bring in.
Yeah.
That was terrible. That was terrible, bro. That was fucking horrible, man. But we ain't gonna get into that because I can talk for hours about that shit. That was terrible.
I mean, okay, I could see the Saints improving significantly if they were to go after Rico Dowdle, since Kamara seems to be.
Man, they need to just speed Devin Neal. That dude's a beast from Kansas. That dude is good.
That's where he went. I was wondering if he went because he's a
Devin
rookie
Neal,
this year, right?
He was a rookie. I think he had battled injuries a little bit, but man, he is good. Like, he had hella touchdowns his last couple of years at Kansas. He's really good. So
yeah, he's the best part of Kansas football, to be honest.
Well, that ain't saying too much.
Hey, that's saying a lot if you're still doing it on your team ass.
Are we talking about like ever or just recently?
In recent, I mean Kansas. Recent and all time don't mean shit for Kansas.
I was going to say all time. You'd have to throw a to leave name in there.
Yeah, but even that's far away. That was a while ago.
Yeah. He got his rings though.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did. I like the key to leave.
But like we talking about this game, Cam. Washington, we talked about this dude Washington. He had quite a few games with over 100 yards receiving. To me, he's like 4th on the depth chart. He's been freaking balling for them.
I told you, man.
I'm just saying.
He on the team every time I try to relocate Jacksonville or somewhere else. He be on the team, and he don't leave, and he do shit like this.
And
I was like, dude, cold.
But we're kind of critical of Josh Allen. Josh Allen came up in the clutch here at the end. Like, we've always said, he's kind of shit the bed. Like, but man, that last drive, he got it done. Jacksonville's a good team. I really thought the Jaguars were going to pull this one out, but you got to give Josh credit where it's due, though. Didn't turn the ball over, did what he had to do.
Yeah, and when you look at this game in totality, right? This is why Jacksonville didn't win. Turnovers.
Yep, those 2 picks.
You cannot turn the ball over as a franchise NFL quarterback in the playoffs, man. It never works. Like, I don't know how many games you watch or how many games I've watched, but I'm pretty sure we can point out on one hand how many times a team has won when their quarterback turns the ball over.
Yeah.
It's not many. It's not
and it sucks because they played a clean game outside of that. Look at the statistics. They didn't play a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, man, even if y'all bring them back, bro, y'all still not gonna be that good, bro. Y'all have to understand.
Taylor's a stud and Jennings is good, but like you need more than that. The offensive line still needs work, bro.
Chris, you're missing the point. Y'all literally, you know how hard it is, Chris.
Hire Harbaugh.
And even if y'all do that, Chris, look at where y'all are.
I don't see him taking that job.
Look at where y'all are, Chris. And Terry, you tell me if I'm lying, right? Do you know how hard it is to get the first pick one year and then get the first pick again? It doesn't happen that often, bro. Like y'all literally could have had the first pick in the draft 2 years in a row, bro. That is not normal.
Need hella help. Y'all not getting him though. Y'all not getting Harbaugh.
Y'all need help, man.
But you know who, like me and Andrew were talking, a team like that, if they were to get a guy like Robert Saleh, that's a great fit. My opinion.
No. If I'm Robert Saleh, I'm not taking another renovation project. Fuck no.
Where's he gonna go then? I think Baltimore's the best spot for him.
No. Shh, don't tell nobody.
I think Harbaugh goes to New York though. I think he's gonna stay in New York and Northeast kind of guy.
And I'm surprised. That New York, the Giants, are even in there because they ain't gonna give him all his demands. They don't want to do that. They never do that. The only person they gave all of that was Parcells, and they barely wanted to do that. Right? So I don't think so. But he is a Super Bowl winning coach, and he should be able to do it. He should be able to get those demands.
The Giants are hiring James Kaplan as their next head coach.
He's gonna be head of player relations.
That's ridiculous, man.
He's the only one that could call a play in the noisiest stadium, and his team will be able to hear him.
Yeah, and then fall asleep.
They might just hire Phil Jackson, bro. Like he wins a lot.
Football, basketball. What's the difference?
Yeah, man. Like
he wins.
Not after how he coached the Knicks. That was terrible. Or was the president of the Knicks, should I say? That was terrible. They said he was asleep at somebody pre-draft workout, bro. like ain't you supposed to be scouting?
You're getting too old, bro. Yeah, he got hella rings, so it don't even matter at this point.
Yeah, he got hella rings, bro. All right, man. So look, man. Let me tell you how I feel about what this game did, man. All right. Fuck AJ Brown, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm tired of the bitching and crying and all of this stuff, right? Because you do this, right? And your quarterback is just trying to keep everybody on the same page, right? Jalen Hurts looks like a guy that really don't like confrontation for real. He just want to vibe, bro. And he want to win, right? But every single time, right, I take you back to when he was crying about not getting the ball, right? And they were winning, though. They were winning a bunch of games, but he wasn't getting the ball, right? And here's where I think dude has a real problem, like either emotionally or mentally. He really needs to get some help because they gave him the ball the next 3 weeks and they went like 1-2, right?
Yeah, you seen that they're forcing it to you.
He was happy and smiling about
because he don't care about winning. He just cares about statistics. Look at Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith don't do all that. He just want to win.
Exactly. That's my point, man. And when I look at how this game went, and how it looked like, you can look at it and be like, oh, man, the 49ers really won. No. A.J. Brown cost them this game, right? Because when you look at the game, he wasn't running that well. He wasn't running his routes with conviction, right? Wasn't making it seem like he was going to get the ball all the time, right? I think that's an underrated trait for NFL receivers, right? running the route with conviction, even though you're not getting the ball, right?
Yeah.
Because that just forces the defense.
Well, because they teach you, and even at the high school level, they say, look, regardless if you're blocking, if you're running a stunt route, or you got a good chance of getting the ball, you come off the ball the same way every single time. You don't give the defensive back an advantage to know what you're doing or where you're going. I want you to come off the ball the exact same way every time, whether you're laying it into them or you're running across the middle for a slant or whatever the case may be. You can't take plays off. You have to keep up that same, because that gives the defense such an advantage, because if they're like, oh, he's taking plays off or this or that, they're like, man, I'm not worried about that side. I'm going to key in on everything else.
Man, but the thing where I say I blame him for this loss, man, is because you sit there and yeah, you don't have the ball, right? You ain't really got the ball or whatever. But they need him to make a play on third down, right? And he's too damn good to be dropping this pass, right? And I see if it was high, if it was low or whatever, but it's right in your catch radius, man. And you're not locked into the game and you drop it, right? Now you got to have a fourth down, which they end up getting. But that drop set that whole drive up to be more harder than it should have been, right? Because he got a pass to Devontae Smith, right? But Devontae Smith is a smaller receiver, bro. So the route that he dropped, the route that he ultimately dropped, right, that made it fourth down, right? That should have been AJ Brown in the slot right there, because he would have been able to catch that and take that hit afterwards, right? But because you didn't drop it, how you dropped it, how can we trust you on this last drive, right? Especially how him and Sirianni were going at it on the sidelines earlier, right? I can't trust you. I can't trust you on this third and long that we need right now. I can't trust you. I don't know how locked in you are, right? So that's my whole thing, man. I just think his ability, he has really kind of fucked that whole offense up, in my opinion, man. Because you can't, you know how I like it. I don't like when Jalen Hurts throws 30 times. Right?
We agree. We agreed on that because it complicates your offense.
But Saquon had 100. Devontae Smith had 70, right? Defense held them to literally under 20, except for the last quarter. The whole game, they were playing good, right? It took a trick play for them to really kind of take the lead in this game, right? So, like, you gotta get rid of him, bro. You got to find you somebody else. He's good, but you got to get rid of him, man, because he's fucking up the vibes on offense, man. Ain't no way you can lose like that.
Really. Their play calling's been very shaky all year too. Their offensive coordinator has been bad, so that's not helping the situation either. So you got a guy who's throwing temper tantrums on the ball, and you got an offensive coordinator who's not consistently calling high percentage plays. You know,
man. Like, I mean, and I get it. You're gonna have a drop off offensively in terms of play calling, because shit, you know, lost the last couple ones to head coaching jobs. So, like, you're gonna lose some guys, right? But at the same time, man, like, look, Jalen Hurts really is clutch, and I love dude. I love how he plays, man. Oh shit! All right, Terry, man. That's cool, bro. We'll see
Thanks
you later,
for having
man.
me on.
Of course, man. Of course, anytime, bro.
Yeah, man, we appreciate you coming, man. It was really fun. You can come back anytime.
Well, thank you for having me.
You're welcome, man.
Doing this again.
Yes, sir. Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Yes, sir. But
but
give credit to the Niners, though, man. You gotta give. I mean, a team that we didn't have high aspirations for, but they have just known how to win all year long. And Purdy missed significant time, and your boy Mac Jones played really good, and feels like the Niners are playing really good ball right now. So neither one of us picked the Eagles to win this game. We both picked them to win. Neither one of us picked the Niners to win this game. Oh, Ken, we're driving. We're up 9-3, 10:33 left, and it's first down on the Chargers 28.
Oh shit! So they done dropped the ball, man.
And Mays got a pick he threw early, but he's got over 200 yards passing already and over like 60% completion percentage.
Well, I like when I put in San Diego Chargers for like the games. It still shows up. Yeah, it still pulls up the Chargers, right? So, I mean, shit, dog. You know, this is what we've been talking about with Herbert for a while, man. It's like he plays really good, and then the playoff, and y'all got a touchdown too. That scored.
Oh, let's go!
Yeah, just got a touchdown.
Surprise Cam's not like, yeah, fuck y'all.
Oh no, man, I ain't gonna say that to y'all, man, because shit, y'all went through some rough times, man. So that was rough, man. I don't know what a 10-loss season really feels like, bro. Like,
it's not really fun, bro. It's not fun.
I don't really know what that feel like, so I don't really want to. So I ain't gonna say fuck y'all, man. When y'all go through that and y'all come out the other side, right, on a winning formula, that's cool.
And I like John Harbaugh, and I like Justin Herbert. I love some Justin Herbert, but like, bro, I don't know what it is about the playoffs. But it's like, what are we doing? Like, look at his completion percentage, Cam.
Playing bad.
Well, I mean, he's barely completing 50%. He's taking 3 sacks too. And they can't run the ball.
Yeah, but I mean, he's 11 for 19. But where's the play calling? Where's the innovation? Right? Like,
you just they've been playing dead all game.
Yeah, like you just like going with what the defense is giving you, and not necessarily taking that shot or so. You know, like. You're already shorthanded when it comes to the running game, right? So that's not working. You gotta do some other shit, man.
Well, yeah, they don't have Hampton. Hampton's out, so
yeah, like shit. Get a ball to McConkey on a jet sweep or something.
Love that guy. Damn, I love that guy. I would love to get another really good white dude like that back at Foxborough, bro.
I was like, another. When he was at Georgia, I was like, yo, who is this fast white dude, man?
But dude, imagine him playing with Drake May is crazy, bro.
Shit, imagine him playing with Lamar Jackson. We had a shot to get him. We had a chance to get him, man. We chose
Mark Andrews who?
Man, if he had a receiver like that, bro.
Oh my gosh.
He'd be good. But What else we got?
What else we got? We got anything else or what?
Just the playoff, just the seeding.
Ooh, I like these games.
We got the Seahawks going against the Niners, right?
I like that rematch.
My brother's not happy about that because that means the Rams have to go to the cold, baby.
Yeah, play Soldier Field.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They gotta go to the fucking. They gotta go there.
I think I don't think it's gonna hurt them. They're gonna look at the body of work. In my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I like dude, man. But he's getting a lot of looks though.
Yeah.
Like Mentor's getting a lot of looks, bro. So it'd be interesting to see where he goes, man. But Chris, you was right about AJ Brown, though, man. I didn't know he was a diva like that.
Well, it didn't seem as obvious in Tennessee. Like we knew he kind of was like a little whatever, but we were like, you know what, he's good. Like maybe it's not that bad. People give T.O. shit. T.O. was not this. People act like T.O. was a cancer. T.O. wasn't a cancer. T.O. was the guy that was like, look, I'm working my ass off day in, day out, day in, day out. If you're not working like me, I don't freaking like you. I want to win. Y'all out here not playing to win. Like, and he would just ball out. Man. But AJ Brown's not that guy. So, like, I hate when people throw T.O.'s name in the dirt and say he was a cancer. He's not.
Man, but that's my thing though. It's like, yo, when you get AJ Brown from the Titans, right? He was misused with Tennessee in a sense, right? Because they had Derrick Henry, so it's like, yo, duh, right? We gonna ride this horse right here, right? But my thing is, you go to Philly, right? But Philly is a power run team too, right? So you gotta know you're in a better situation than going, than being in Tennessee, right? Because they got a good defense, they draft really well, right? Yeah, Jalen Hurts isn't like Peyton Manning in the pocket or whatever, but he's got the clutch gene and he's a winner. He won at every level, right? So it's not like he doesn't know how to play, right? And he's a far better quarterback than Tannehill is. So you gotta really understand that part of it, bro. And I don't understand it. And when he said that shit about the Super Bowl, I really didn't feel like where it didn't feel like it meant that much, right? I was like, nah, I don't really like that, man. Now, Jalen Hurts said the same thing, but he said that the loss he felt more after losing the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah. Because you feel like you have something to prove. It creates that narrative. So when you're like, yeah, we won, but it's like, now we're gonna get back to it, something like that.
Like, yeah, we should have two. I think that's where a lot of people's mindset was.
Oh, I think he just turned the damn ball over.
Who?
I think Herbert. No, someone. We just got the damn ball back. Like the Chargers had it. Now we got the ball back on the 50. First down, like 8 minutes left. But man, I like that. I forget how the seeding works in the AFC, but I really like the Bears Rams, to be honest with you. I think that could be the game of the week. I think that could be the best game of the divisional round. Do you know how the seeding works in the AFC? So like the Bills are obviously moving on. So
so the Bills won, right?
Yeah.
So either way, they're gonna be playing the Broncos. Right.
Also, the Bills have to play Denver.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
So if the Patriots win, the Patriots will still have a home playoff game, and then they'll play the winner of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so the Patriots go to the next round, and then they'll probably play. Let's say the Texans win, but either way, it's gonna be a home playoff game for them, right? But the Broncos play the lowest remaining seed.
Yeah, that's true because they're the 1 seed. Yeah.
And that's going to be the Buffalo Bills, right? So
that's a good matchup too, because Denver's defense is legit.
and the environment advantage doesn't really affect either team because both teams play in the cold.
That's true.
So that should be fun. I want to see how the Rams play in the cold because they didn't play very well in Philly last year. That game was kind of. I mean, they played good. They came back and shit, but they struggled in the cold, bro. So that's gonna be fun.
Chris seems to think that the Seahawks and Niners would be the best game. I think that'd be a good game too, because Darnold, it's Darnold leads into the number 1 seed. Now you're in a situation like last year where Minnesota was really good, and he kind of didn't come up. He came up kind of short in that game last year. I think this is really a game where he's gonna have to step up. And we're really got to see him and that JSN connection really take off in this game.
Yeah, so I was thinking about last season, but you remember that game was moved because of the wildfires too. So like that throws off your travel schedule, your practice plan, all of that. So
people don't look at that kind of thing either. I think that plays a lot into how teams play and how they
Yeah, so and the Rams got the game at home technically, so it wasn't necessarily like a fair situation, bro. So, but that's all right. This game is played in Seattle, so you got the 12 men surrounding them. So all of the Seattle dignitary gonna be there. Steve Largent, Jim Zorn, all the old guys, right? They're gonna be there. They're gonna be talking shit. They're gonna be drinking. It's gonna be a good time, man. And of course, they're going against the 49ers, so that's always a good matchup.
Out of these matchups we see right now, like who do you think? Because we might as well pick the games. They're going to be next week anyway.
So I think Seattle gets the Niners, right? I think when I saw this game against the Eagles, and I see how the Seahawks play, I think they can beat them by just staying the course, right?
Playing their brand.
Running the football, staying what they within what they do best. You got the home field advantage. You can score a lot. You got good weapons to pass the ball to. I think they can get it done, right? And if I'm looking at the Bears and the Rams, right? I'm looking at the Rams as having a lot of good players, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that you gave 31 points to the Panthers, right? Who were winning this game, and you took a last second drive to beat them, right? The Bears have way more talent on offense than what they do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the Bears could win this game, but I just think defensively they're going to have trouble with the Rams. They're going to have trouble. Now, I think this is going to be third. This game might be 42-35 because I think both teams is going to be lighting it up. But I think the Rams have a little bit more on that defensive side to really frustrate Caleb Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's how they get it done, right? But I do think the Bears put up a valiant fight in this game, and it's going to be a shootout. That's going to be probably the best game of this playoff weekend, man. But
okay.
But as far as the AFC side,
well, our game ain't done yet. We just punted. The Rams got the ball. Not the Rams. The Chargers got the ball back with 5.5, and they're down 13. So I don't know.
Man, if they ain't done shit all game, bro, y'all good. Man,
I'm superstitious when it comes to stuff like that.
Man, I'm superstitious too, my man. But yo, they ain't done shit all game offense. They ain't figuring that shit out that fast, bro. Not that fast. Like if they score 13, 14 points or whatever in 5 minutes, they was just meant to win, bro. But that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Not the way they've been looking on offense, bro. Like terrible. Like no type of flow at all. No run game. No nothing. This is just ridiculous. At least if you gotta look at the Patriots, they've tried different shit. You try Stevenson, you try Henderson running the ball. Drake Mays ran the ball pretty good. It seems like everybody's caught a pass. So like they've tried different shit, man. But anyway, I think, like I said, I think y'all obviously going to go to the next round. But if we're talking Broncos and Bills, I think the Broncos can get that one.
I think Broncos win too, and it's in Maha because like the Bills had to fight with Jacksonville. The Bills have been up and down, unconvincing for me all year. Man, I think they match up really well against Buffalo because they're gonna force Allen to beat them. They're gonna and they're really good on defense. And I don't even think Bo Nix needs to go bananas in this game to win. I think he just needs to play mistake-free ball and just let the team do what they've been doing all year.
You know what? I think I might change my pick on this one, man. Because I don't like the Bills, but man, in this particular matchup, going against a rookie, well, not rookie, but his first playoff kind of a game in a sense, right? As the hunted, right? Because I think they made the playoffs last year too, right? They made the playoffs last year, but they were kind of like they were the lower seed. This year is a little different, man. Like, I don't know, man. Something tells me Josh Allen, man, like he's gonna be prepared for this one, man. So I hope that Bo Nix just plays his game and doesn't try to like outduel.
So you're picking Buffalo to win that game?
I'm leaning towards Buffalo, man.
I think we both picked Houston to beat Pittsburgh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think we picked that yet.
Yeah, we picked them all last week.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know, man. I like the Steelers and I like the Texans on defense, right?
But you don't know what you're gonna get from Stroud either, though.
I might, if I had to change my pick, I would probably pick the Steelers just based off of that quarterback matchup, man. Like I know what I'm getting from Aaron Rodgers, even at 40 something years old. Like he just has a control about how he wants to play, how he wants to throw the ball, shit like that, man. And that shit matters, man, in the playoffs. Man, he doesn't turn the ball over much in the playoffs. Like if you look at his numbers, and I like what they doing, man. So I might pick the Steelers in this one.
So
and you got the Steelers and Patriots at this point.
Who do you think is the better matchup for New England? Like, who do you think they match up better with, Houston, or do you think they match up better with Pittsburgh?
I think y'all probably match up better against Pittsburgh because y'all can attack their defense in ways that you probably can't attack Houston.
No, because they got a great pass rush.
Yeah, Houston's gonna speed up that clock for Drake May, and that might make him make some mistakes. And the more opportunities that you give Stroud, the better he might be, right? So y'all might wanna play the Steelers in this one.
Yeah, I think I'd agree. But for the matchups, like I'm gonna side with you with Seattle. I just think Seattle's that team, and it's a home game. There's not many places in the NFL like Seattle, so I'll go Seattle. I would love to see the Bears hit the upset, but how good the Rams defense can be, plus like Matthew Stafford wanting to run it back and how he was able to win last week. I think Chicago makes it interesting, but I think the Rams win that one. And I'm picking Denver over Buffalo. Fuck the Bills. Fuck the Bills. Like, fuck the Bills. But you know what? I say the Bills, but there's a part of me that's like, you know what? I don't even care. Y'all can win because I want to win a divisional round and then knock your ass out the playoffs like Mahomes does. That's what I want to do. I want to be the one to send your ass home.
Yeah, like if they don't win this year, bro.
No, there's no more. I don't want to hear any more excuses because your three nemesis in the AFC, none of them.
Chris, y'all gonna get Tomlin, bro. He made the playoffs again, and they won the division. Like if they didn't make the playoffs or win the division, I'd say he was probably on the way out, right? But this is a franchise that's only had 3 coaches, man. It'll take a lot.
They're gonna be hesitant. Like we said this, I was watching one of our older episodes. I'm like, for them to roll the dice and do that, they're not gonna do something like that because like you've had 3 in 60, 70 years, however many times it's been. You know how scared they would be to hit on a dud? Like imagine the pressure. If you hire somebody and they're a dud, you hire someone and they're a dud and it doesn't work out, like that immediately kills your credibility. It kills your brand, and it just,
Yeah, Chris, I can't see them doing that, man. Like it would be an easier conversation
if they didn't win the division.
Yeah,
if they missed the playoffs and they didn't win.
Yeah, and it's like you're in a good spot with him, man. Everybody that's left at the head coach of the Steelers within this run has all left on their own accord, right? Chuck Noll left because he's like, man, I'm just not having fun with it no more, man. Somebody else needs to do it. Cowher left after winning the Super Bowl, technically. So, like, he left on top, right? He got that monkey off his back in a sense, that since they had lost in Super Bowl 30, right? He got that monkey off his back, right? And if you're looking at Tomlin, he seems to be enjoying this shit. He don't seem like he's going nowhere, no time soon. Like usually you could tell a coach that's like, I don't really know, losing touch out of it. But every team that they've had that they've made the playoffs, they've done different shit. Like they've won with defense. They won with the running game. They've won with like having the best offense in the league when they had Roethlisberger, Brown, and Le'Veon Bell. Like they've won with that, right? So now you're winning with an old ass quarterback that everybody said is washed, right? And don't get it twisted. He's slowing down a little bit, but goddamn, man, he's still good. He's still good, man. And anybody that's questioning Aaron Rodgers, like his Hall of Fame acumen, just look at his ratio in touchdowns and interceptions, bro. It's 500 and less than 150 interceptions. Think about that shit. He would have to play 30 years. 30 more to throw like 300 or 400 interceptions. That's crazy, right? So yeah, that's crazy, man. But
they're driving. They're driving, but they got damn near only 2.5 minutes left.
Told you, man.
Da Bears.
Yes, sir.
Da Bears.
All right, man. I gotta pick up my little brother, man, from work, man, because my mom pulled the old okadoke. Oh, well, I ain't gonna take him, so I'm gonna I'm gonna take him and then don't take him, and then I gotta take him, and I gotta show it.
Oops.
So that's fine, bro. But like I said, man, just a little heads up on what we got coming up, man. So the next album coming out, Organized Chaos, man. It's gonna be a good one. Y'all check it out. It's coming out January 15th, Martin Luther King Day for some people. It's gonna be fun. Got some defensive songs on there, man. So y'all gonna really fuck with it, man. So it's gonna be fun, man. Check that out, middle of the week, man. Don't forget, we got that interview with Terrebonne High School football coach. That's gonna be awesome. I want to pick his brain about what his journey was. What's it like coaching one of the big programs, man, one of the big schools in the southern part of Louisiana, man, because there's a lot of players that have come from there now that are going to these D1 schools. So just want to pick his brain about that, his journey, what it's like coaching there. So that's going to be fun, man. That's going to be fun. So y'all check that out, man. But anything, well, we support, I'm the Ravens, he's the Patriots, and then like 10% Saints.
Cam's 5% Browns.
Saints, bro. He fuck with them, but not like it.
Cam likes the Rams, the LA Rams.
Nah, I'm more 5% Rams than Browns. No, it's 5%. The part that they don't talk about.
If you guys y'all do want
to the people, bro.
Yeah, if you guys do want to check out that interview, it will be live the 14th, which is going to be a Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys haven't necessarily watched our interviews, so you don't necessarily know what the flow is, if you go to our YouTube channel, go to playlists, it's under the interview time playlist. You can check out Matt Moscona with ESPN Baton Rouge. Or if you want to see an interview with a former NFL player, Tom McClure of the Atlanta Falcons Ring of Honor member, definitely want to check those out. Want to continue doing these kind of cool things, but definitely check us out Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Same time, same place.
All right, man. All right. Hey, sounds good, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday night, man. And we will catch y'all in the next show, same place, same time, next Sunday, and an interview on the 14th. So y'all check it out. All right. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Oh, man. What are we doing?
Uh-oh.
It's probably me. I think it's probably me.
Let's see. Yeah.